Rob Colletti is starring as wannabe rock star Dewey Finn in the first national tour of School of Rock the Musical, which launches this fall. Colletti recently stopped by our studio in Times Square to talk about taking on the role and why people should be psyched to see this show. Rob, thank you so much for joining us. I'm so excited to chat with you.
Thank you for having me.
So I want to jump right into it. What was it like? How did you react when you found out that you would be leading the first national tour of School of Rock?
Man. I screamed really loud. I was like trying to talk myself into, accepting like an understudy role,
Right.
It was a huge surprise and a really bright spot in the year for sure.
Yeah, it's an incredible opportunity. How familiar were you with the movie or the show itself before you became involved?
Well, I never saw the Broadway show. I'd seen the movie years ago,
Right.
and obviously it's a great movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really actually had never seen the Broadway show. I haven't been in LA or New York for the last couple of years. I've been in LA.
Okay.
But yeah, no. So I hadn't gotten to see it before the audition process.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Have you seen it since?
I did. They sent me to see the show after my final call.
It's a good start.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
What did you think about it? What do you enjoy most about it?
Actually, the best part about the show, the Broadway show, is that it's more about the kids than the movie is. The movie is about the Jack Black character, Dewey Finn, and he's incredible, and like obviously the movie is iconic and all of that, but the story for the children is really elevated in the story, and obviously the big finale that occurs at the end when they all play together is like super magical, but when the stakes are lifted for them, that's really what sells, I think, the show over the movie, in my opinion. I prefer the play. Yeah.
Right, yeah,
I mean, I'm biased.
And like when those kids, we were talking earlier, the kids that they find for this production are insanely talented.
Outrageous.
And you can feel the audience like all leaning forward in their seats when they've all got something to do. They're like rooting for these kids, but they're super talented.
No, 100% play everything themselves.
Right.
It's like, it blows you out of the water just witnessing that live and in person. It's like, literally, before being a preteen, they are better at instruments than I was at playing video games when I was their age. It's crazy.
Right. I want to talk about this role of Dewey Finn a little bit. What excites you most about playing Dewey, and how much of Rob is in this version of Dewey?
A lot. I mean, the role of Dewey is clearly one of the most fun roles, I think, right now on Broadway.
Absolutely.
So like that alone is super exciting, but I don't know. There clearly are a lot of similarities in the physical appearance, but no, I mean, he is a good-hearted, well-meaning individual who just kind of like makes a bad decision that actually ends up doing some good for everyone, and it works out well in the end for him, but it could potentially have been worse, and playing this like role of someone who has such high stakes to balance on is like an unbelievable privilege. I can't believe that they're letting me do it.
Right. Yeah. No, totally. And I find Dewey's hero's journey just one of the most endearing and relatable.
Totally.
Because he's just this guy who has a dream, he wants to do something big, and he finds his way through it.
Yeah.
Is that fun to play? I mean, you just have the whole audience is rooting for you the whole time. They're on your side.
And it would be very easy, too, to have them kind of root against him because some of the things he does are a little questionable morally. But yeah, no, like he clearly is kind of this embodiment of the side of ourselves that I think we kind of try to push away as we get older. And one of the really wonderful traits that he possesses is his ability to kind of remain a kid in adulthood. And I think all of us, the older audience members who see the show, want to be part of our youth again in a way. And that alone makes him very, very relatable. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. And I don't need to tell you this, but this role is non-stop. I mean, it's just, it has to be absolutely exhausting. How do you even prepare for something like that while taking care of yourself in the meantime?
Well, I drink a lot of water, and I steam every morning and every night before I go to bed. But yeah, I mean, also, well, coffee.
Right, I mean, the energy, But just how do you keep it up? How do you,
really the kids, they bring so much energy. Like they do a 45-minute warm-up every day. Wow. And it's like they don't stop bouncing across the room. They're jumping jacks and laps and burpees and all of this stuff. And at the end, they're like still bouncing off the walls.
Yeah.
And just like seeing that, I mean, you can't not feed off that energy.
Right.
You know?
Feel like you need to come up to meet them. Yeah.
Totally. Absolutely.
Is there a particular moment or a particular song that you're working on right now that you are just really having fun with, that you're excited for people to see?
Yeah. You're in the Band is like watching these kids kind of start being all stiff and like not really understand how they're having this opportunity to have fun in a classroom, and then slowly open up, and at the end this like big harmony build occurs, and the whole audience
gives me chills just thinking about it.
It's incredible, and they're kids. That's what really pulls you in. You said before, like, people are sitting forward in their seats, like you can't not feel their energy and like want to attach to the journey that they're going on, and that song is like the launching pad for it.
And this show, it's such a big hit. People love it. What about it do you think makes it so successful and makes people so enthusiastic about it? No one walks away from this show without saying, I had the best time in there.
Right.
Where do you think that?
I keep coming back to the kids, but truly, like, this, in my humble opinion, is Andrew Lloyd Webber's best score since like Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
Truly, obviously, the song from the movie that exists is great, but so many of the other things that have been added since are like infectious. And I caught myself singing things that I didn't know the words to, just the melodies looped in my head for days after I saw it. So the music is definitely at the core of that. And obviously, like, again, the children being the focus of this story as opposed to Dewey being the only person that you're kind of focused on really elevates the stakes and the journey and your wanting to witness it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Being part of a touring production, super exciting. You get to go all across the country. What, besides doing the show in cities everywhere, what excites you most about going on this adventure? What are you excited to do while you go across this great nation of ours?
Yeah. Oh, man, I don't know. I toured before with the Book of Mormon, which was a blast, but we actually... that tour was a lot of like sitting in a specific city for extended periods of time. This we really like bounce around quite a bit, and we're going to be able to bring it to more people, which is super exciting. I guess I'm most excited to reach more areas and see places that I haven't gotten to see yet. We go to Chicago, which is my hometown.
Oh, okay.
I'm really excited to play in Chicago. And the whole West Coast again is just so beautiful. I'll definitely take some time to do a little sightseeing while I'm out.
You have to. Yeah. And as people like look at what shows are coming to their cities, as they're thinking about what to subscribe to, why do you hope people will look out for and buy tickets to School of Rock? Why do you hope they'll come and see you guys?
Well, I mean, it's just like a great reminder of the power of art in music, and how like it's so easy for us to get lost in our day-to-day lives and overlook the things that affect us internally, and kind of like get lost in the noise of this day and age where all of these really strange things are happening around us. And, you know, if you see this show, you're going to leave uplifted.
Yeah.
That is really the most effectual quality of this play. It really, really moves people. I mean, I saw it on a weeknight and the house was full, and everyone at the end was up and leaving with glowing smiles on their faces. I mean, it's unbelievably uplifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they make sure they go check it out for themselves.
Yeah. Do not miss it. You can't.
No.
It's so good.
It's one of the big ones. Rob, thanks so much for joining us. Hope people go see School of Rock on the road.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Please come see us.